Well, Fusion GPS co-founder Glenn Simpson set to plead the Fifth as House committees continue demanding answers on the anti-Trump dossier. As Simpson's lawyer writing, quote, "The committee's inquiry is not designed to discover the truth. And the obvious goal of this committee is to discredit and otherwise damage witnesses to Russia's interference in the 2016 election." So, despite Simpson's unwillingness to cooperate, should Congress subpoena him to answer questions? Here now to weigh in is criminal defense attorney David Bruno. Thank you so much for joining us. We certainly appreciate it.
Good morning.
So what's the problem this time around? Is Simpson has already testified before the House Intelligence and the Senate Judiciary Committees. Now he's saying, no go to this one.
Yeah, that's why this is so surprising. He's already given his statement twice under oath. Now what has happened is Bruce Orr has testified inconsistently with Glenn Simpson.
Yeah.
And that's his issue, because Glenn Simpson said that he only met with Bruce Orr after the election. Orr says no, it was before and after. So that misrepresentation, that perjurous statement potentially could bring some criminal liability. It's not about this is not designed to seek the truth. This is about the fact that Glenn Simpson could be in trouble.
And another discrepancy is he did not tell the committees that he had met Nellie Orr, Bruce Orr's wife, as well, right? Who worked at Fusion GPS and apparently is going to testify next week, possibly.
Right. Yeah. So there's a reason for this invocation.
Okay.
You don't just take the Fifth because this is not a seek of truth. He's got problems. And his attorneys are probably giving him this advice for a very good reason.
So should he be subpoenaed?
Yes, he should. Even if the lawyer says he intends to invoke the Fifth, he should be subpoenaed. He should be brought before that committee, and he could then take the Fifth publicly. In that event, the Congress could actually get immunity if they want to go down that route, or they could try to hold him in contempt if they do not believe he is appropriately invoking the Fifth Amendment.
So give him immunity in hopes that he will share some additional information?
That's not what they're going to do.
Okay.
Because you can't, if you get immunity from the Department of Justice and Congress, then you can't plead the Fifth.
Okay.
You have lost the potential for criminal liability, and you could be compelled. I don't see them doing that.
So
I think that they're going to
dispute. Is what you're
I think they'll dispute that Fifth and say you're not taking the Fifth for legal reasons. They could take that to a district court and then challenge him by holding him in contempt.
Well, let's talk about this other thing that's going on. The FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe and Deputy Attorney General Rosenstein apparently fighting over recusals and what this tension means for the ongoing Russia investigation. So one saying to the other back and forth in this meeting, apparently, that, you should recuse yourself from the Mueller investigation. Oh, no, you should recuse yourself from the Mueller investigation.
Yeah, it's being reported as a very angry tension as well. And it provides context to the issue about the wiretapping conversation.
Okay.
Apparently, this was during the same meeting where Rod Rosenstein says it was made in jest, right? And that's what the president said yesterday. He was surprised that Rod Rosenstein canceled his meetings. And even Rudy Giuliani said that.
Yeah, he was supposed to. Those were supposed to happen yesterday.
Right, but FBI General Counsel James Baker testified or has been cooperating with the committee, and he said no, it wasn't in jest. There are two people in that meeting, probably one being McCabe, to say that no, that was a serious comment about wiretapping the president and invoking the 25th. So this tension provides context to those specific comments. It also provides gasoline on the arguments that Rod Rosenstein should have recused himself.
And gasoline on the argument that the Mueller investigation should never have begun to begin with?
Not necessarily, because Rod Rosenstein is the supervisor of the Mueller investigation. Arguments are that because he wrote the memo about firing Comey, that he shouldn't be a part of it. Right? That is the dispute that apparently Rosenstein had with McCabe.
So you have Jeff Sessions recusing himself. Then you have Rod Rosenstein. If he had recused himself, then where would we have gone?
Yeah, who knows, right? There would have been someone else.
Goodness.
Now, I mean, if the recusal should have came early enough, maybe maybe Mueller wasn't even appointed, right? That was a May 17th appointment. If these conversations occurred before, then he would not have had the authority to appoint Mueller.
So it could have changed
saga
everything.
Goes on.
Yeah,
Heather.
it's been a long time, and it's cost a lot of money so far with no answers, really. Thank you so much, David. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
You got you too.